Why aren't all applications portable? I've recently been trying to install stuff a lot less on my Windows machine. I hate installers. I need to know where programs put stuff, choosing to use portable or standalone versions of applications instead. I put them all in a programs dir on a drive separate from my Windows partition, so whenever I reinstall, I have all my applications available with minimal effort, and on the plus side, I get a nice clean setup. Applications like Office and Creative Suite still require me to go through a horribly long installation process where 1,000 random libraries and tools are thrown across my system. Why do Windows apps still need installing? Why can't we just drag Photoshop to a folder a la OS X and just have it work? Does anyone else focus on portable apps, or am I just being OCD about the whole thing?
Installers are a result of years of evolution and a little bit of simplified history helps understand why they do what they do. The Windows 3.1 model suggested config.ini style configuration files per application with supporting shared libraries going into system folders to prevent duplication and wasted disk space. Windows 95 introduced the registry, allowing a central store for application configuration, replacing many configuration files. More importantly, Windows configuration was stored in the same place. The registry became bloated due to applications not cleaning up after themselves. DLL hell happened as a result of multiple versions of the same shared libraries overwriting each other. .NET introduced the concept of app.config, almost any files Mark II, this time with a little more structure, saving developers wasting time writing manual parsers. The GAC was introduced to version shared assemblies in an attempt to prevent DLL hell. In Windows XP and more so in Vista, Microsoft attempted to define the user space as a place to store user data and configuration files in a single standard location to allow for roaming profiles and easy migration. Just copy your profile, with the applications installed in program files. So I guess, the reason is that applications in Windows are designed to live in one place, their shared dependencies in another, and the user-specific data in another, which pretty much works against the concept of copying a single location. And that's before you have to configure user accounts, and set up and ensure security permissions, and download updates, and install Windows services. Scopy is the simple case and certainly isn't a best fit for everything.
Scopy deployment was announced by Microsoft as the way of the future a couple years ago. Still nothing smile. Meantime, you might be interested in portableapps.com platform.
Simple and blunt answer, it's simply a question of who has control. Most software nowadays is designed by corporate giants for the corporate or institutional environment where users are told what to do instead of telling their computers what to do for them. Your question is extremely important because it raises a fundamental question about individual rights and freedoms that are being eroded more and more, not by tyrants like in societies of old, but by corporate greed and the need of the few to control the many. As a matter of fact, we seem to have forgotten that the exact same people who used to decry the tyranny of giants such as IBM have become the IBMs of this day and age. Just look closely at the business practices of Microsoft, Apple and Adobe to name a few, and tell me with a straight face that with their restrictive licenses are more benign than IBM's business practices were, the same IBM who, by their openness, actually led the path to the personal computing revolution. I have been using many self-contained, portable apps over the years, and without exception they have proven to be the most effective, the fastest and the smallest in terms of footprint and resources, and last but not least, not only are they superior to their bloatware counterparts, but most of the time, they are free as well. It's high time for a second personal computer revolution. Enhancing portability by reducing bloat and clarifying where settings are stored, in one distinct folder on a distinct physical location on a tangible, physical medium, is one step in the right direction.
Great question. I asked a related question on Stack Overflow a while ago. The answer often seems to be because that's how we've done it in the past. Sorry, but that doesn't wash with me. A few others have said the main reason is due to the registry. If you are talking about a device driver or some other COM component etc., then yes, this may be necessary, but not for GUI applications such as word processors or spreadsheets. It's quite possible to write an application that either checks on startup for required registry settings, and prompts the user for them, uses defaults. Or, as many Portable apps currently do, JSD let the user know that OS integration is currently limited because you are running in portable mode. Installers often also have a lot of knowledge about how the application works. Then when the application changes, you often have to update the installer too. This is a classic cause of bugs/problems I've seen in my time programming. It's the one-size-fits-all approach.
Slash